If you've enjoyed part one and part two of the Millionaire Next Door, then get ready because part three dives even deeper into the real habits, mindsets, and quiet disciplines that separate everyday people from the truly wealthy. You're welcome back to Timbel Book Lovers, where we explore the world of personal finance and self-improvement through books. Thanks for always sticking around, my amazing book lovers. Now, but if you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Mabel Franklin, but you can call me Timbel. So today, we're breaking down the last three major characteristics of self-made millionaires. So these three characteristics will help you understand why millionaires grow wealth faster and how you can apply their strategies starting from where you are today. So if you've not read this book before, I highly recommend you reading this book because you're going to learn a whole lot. But if you plan on reading this someday, that is why I'm here for you to actually bring out the best and all the juices from the book, the points that resonated with me so that you can start implementing now and be encouraged to pick up this book and read. All right, so let's dive in. Characteristics 5 from the Millionaire Next Door is their children. Their adult children are economically self-sufficient. So this is powerful because many families today unknowingly sabotage their children by giving them too much too early, creating dependence rather than independence. So we'll cover real life examples, practical steps, and lessons you can apply immediately. That is whether you have children, nieces, nephews, or even mentees. This video is for you. So do well to sit tight and enjoy these points. And do not forget to subscribe if you've not already done so. And always like the video. I'd really appreciate that. Okay, so now let's discuss why financial independence really matters. Because this book points out that one, most self-made millionaires do not overfund their children. And two, they provide guidance, support, and opportunities, but not a blank check. You know, when you give someone a blank check and say just fit in any amount you like, that is not what most millionaires do. They don't give their kids such blank check so that they can just put in any form amount and just go and waste. Here's the reason why. Don't attack me. Here's the reason why, as stated in this book. It says dependency kills initiative. Come to think of it, doesn't it? Secondly, it fosters entitlement. Thirdly, it creates financial irresponsibility. Then lastly, it prevents the children from learning critical money management skills. So the wealthy understand these points, and that is why they say money is a tool, not a crutch. So here is four ways in which the millionaire raise self-sufficient children. One of it is they teach responsibility early enough. So their children have chores, they assign them with chores at home, small jobs or side hustle. They learn that effort creates reward early enough. Second thing is they avoid lifelong subsidy. That is what they do. So their adult children are expected to actually contribute financially or start earning independently. Thirdly, they encourage entrepreneurship. So their kids are guided to explore businesses, savings, or investment opportunities. While the last point is they model good money habits. So their children, they watch their parents actually budget, invest, and make financially wise decisions. And really, you all know that action always speak louder than words. So it is expected you as a parent or a mentee do well to show by your example. So you have to model good money habits so your children can see you and learn. Now let's real life example I was able to bring together so you understand what we're talking about. I meet the Lagos entrepreneur family. That's Mr. Chike, who owns a small but profitable logistic business. He never gave his sons money for luxuries. Instead, what did he do? He had them work in the business from age 15, So by 25, both sons are running divisions of the company independently. They are now millionaires themselves without ever relying on handouts. So you might be saying, but I'm not a business person, I'm actually working for someone. Then fine, here's another example. Meet the school teacher who raised an investor. This is Mrs. Adebayo, a primary school teacher in Ibadan. So imagine she has a daughter, but what she did was she taught her daughter how to budget from a young age. She encouraged her daughter to invest small amounts in stocks or maybe any cryptocurrency and all of that while still in school. Then today, her daughter has multiple streams of income and doesn't rely on her parents financially. But you tell me these are actually good examples. You would agree with me, right? So here are practical strategies that parents or mentees can apply today. One of it is provide support without overfunding. So we should be able to offer guidance or resources, not continuous cash. That is what I got from this book. Yeah. Secondly, encourage side hustles and jobs early enough. Even small tasks teach responsibility and money management. Thirdly, teach budgeting and saving skills. It's a skill. So use real life allowances or stipends. Teach them actually to allocate for savings, spending, and investment. When you give them allowances or stipend, teach them that okay, take this part for savings, take this part for spending, and divide this one for investment. You should be able to allocate those funds right. They should be able to you should be able to teach them to allocate those funds right. Fourthly, model financial discipline. So you have to show by example how you plan, invest, and save your own money as a parent or a mentee. Then let your children observe you. They should observe wealth building habits from you. Fifthly, gradual independence. So slowly reduce financial support as your children or mentees demonstrate responsibility. So, and remember to always celebrate milestones of independence, not material accumulation. I think this point was actually raised too from our previous video. So if you've not seen that video, do well to look up the video on why the rich people do not show off. Do well to check out that video. That happens to be the part 2 of this series. Ensure to watch and drop a comment. Alright, so millionaires know that using wealth is one thing. Keeping wealth across generations is something else entirely. Research shows that 90% of wealth is gone by the third generation. Why is that so? Because the values disappear. Generation 1 struggle, sacrifices, and saves. Generation 2 sees the struggle, respects it, continue the discipline. Generation 3 sees comfort, grows entitled, destroy the circle. So millionaires do three things intentionally. One, they document their financial philosophy. This can be a simple journal or letter explaining one, how they built their wealth, two, the mistakes they avoided, three, the sacrifices they made, four, the values that kept them stable. So this actually becomes like a compass for the next generation to keep and document for them. Second thing they do is they build family rituals, not family assets. So they build things like monthly family meetings, joint savings goals, family business discussions. I know in this part of the world, in Africa, Our parents don't even have the time to sit and start talking about business or investment with their kids. But this is something we can start today. They also build family charity or giving traditions. So these are just few of the rituals that the millionaires build, not just family assets. I'm sure you got the point, right? Do well to like this video if what you're hearing is making sense to you. Now we move to the next, which is the characteristic 6. Millionaires are proactive in finding market opportunities. So this is one of the most underrated secrets in the book. This book, oh my God, if you've not read this book, what are you waiting for? Hey God, what I'm saying is it not making sense? I read from this book that most millionaires actually didn't become wealthy because they got lucky. They became wealthy because they paid attention to opportunities, attention to gaps, attention to needs, attention to problems people were willing to pay for. So millionaires are excellent at seeing what others ignore. So they notice problems people complain about. They notice services people can't find. They notice overpriced things that could be done cheaper. They also notice needs that haven't been met, even skills that are lacking in the market. So they observe trends, not gossip. They study consumer behavior, not celebrities. They watch what people need, not only what they want. They don't chase every opportunity. Don't get it twisted. They choose the ones aligned with their skills. So here's a real life relatable example. That's why I'm here. I'm always breaking it down. I'm bringing it home for you to get the gist. Meet a tailor who turned trend into cash. What did she do? Imagine a young lady in Lagos named Darren, who was a fashion designer. Now, during COVID lockdown, she noticed people were struggling to find face masks that matched their outfits. Everyone was wearing plain blue or white masks, which is boring and ugly, you would agree, right? So Darren saw an opportunity there. Why not make Ankara face masks? Bright, matching, stylish, and affordable. She wasn't the only tailor in the area, remember, but she was the first to see the trend. Within 3 months, guess what? Her sales exploded. She went from making 30,000 naira weekly to over 300,000 naira weekly. She grew her customer base across Nigeria. She expanded into ready to wear clothing. She wasn't lucky. What was she? She was observant. She was simply observant. So millionaires observe the world with curiosity, not complaints. I'm sure you're getting the gist. Now let me give you another relatable example. Meet the barber who understood convenience. So here is Paul, a barber in Port Harcourt. Competition was tough, like he had over 20 barbers within his area. But Paul noticed something else. Most working class men don't have time to go to the barber shop. They want quick, clean, reliable service on their own schedule. So he started offering home service haircuts. He doubled the price and people were still happy to pay because he solved a problem. Today, he has a small van, a mobile growing team, clients in estate offices and hotels, and earns more than many professional 9 to 5 workers. He saw a market opportunity, not a saturated industry. So that is the millionaire mindset we all want to cultivate. What's the lesson from this example? The wealthy become wealthy because they anticipate needs. They live with their eye open. So here are ways for you to apply this in your life today. Number one, listen more than you speak. So most businesses are born from complaints. So if you're listening, you will hear it. Pay attention when people say, I wish there was this. I hate how this. Why is it so hard to find this? That is money talking. Pay attention. Two, study your industry trends or whatever skill you have. Study the trends. If you sell hair products, watch what influencers are saying about those products. If you are in real estate, then watch migration patterns. If you're in catering, watch food trends. I'm sure you're getting the gist. Thirdly, solve problems, don't copy businesses. When you solve a problem, you own the market. When you copy others, you fight for scraps. Fourthly, start with small tests. Test, small tests. Millionaires test ideas before investing heavily. So start small. See if people buy. If they do, expand. Priority 7 is next, where it says millionaires choose occupations where they can buy wealth. So the principle is powerful. The millionaire next door didn't get rich from a glamorous job. Don't get it wrong. Don't think it's until you have a white collar job for it with the high rank you can succeed. Most of them are not celebrities, influencers, or CEOs. They are teachers, mechanics, farmers, car dealers, welders, plumbers, accountants, small business owners, real estate investors. But here's the key: they choose occupations that reward discipline, control, independence, and financial planning. Not all high income jobs lead to wealth. You have to get this. A doctor who is earning 2 million naira per month can still be broke if he spends 2.5 million naira per month. Think about that line. A primary school teacher who is earning 120,000 naira per month can be wealthy. Yes, if she saves, if she's intentional about saving no matter what, she saves, she invests and grows income streams over time. You see, the occupation is not the source of wealth. The behavior inside the occupation is the source of wealth. Now let me give you an example you can relate with. Meet the civil servant who slowly became a landlord. That's Mrs. Fumi. She has worked in the civil service for 20 years. Her salary was modest, nothing special. But Fumi had millionaire habits or mindset. She saved monthly, bought land in rural areas before prices increased. She built small rental units. She started small. Reinvested rent into more lands instead of eating it. She avoided lifestyle pressure. So today, she has 3 plots of land, 6 mini flats, rental income that keeps paying her salary, a peaceful, wealthy future. Not because of her job, but because of how she used her job. So remember, money is a tool. We should only use it and be intentional. Okay, here's the lesson. The wealthy choose careers where they control their financial life, not careers that make them look successful. Because there is yet another example, because if you're saying, okay, I have an ambient. I have an example of someone who is a mechanic. Imagine someone who is a mechanic who actually became a millionaire. His name is Mr. Musa, who lives in Abuja. But Musa had wealth discipline. He saved money from every job, expanded gradually, bought tools, hired apprentices, and eventually opened a second location. Today, where is Mr. Musa? He owns 2 workshops, he drives a good car, sends his kids to a good school, lives in his own house. He didn't choose a glamorous profession. You chose a profitable one and maximized it. For whatever you're doing now, wherever you are now, you can actually start. And here's how you can apply these characteristics. Number one, choose skill based jobs over image based jobs. Listen to it again. Choose skill based jobs over image based jobs. A skill that solves a problem is equal to unlimited earning potential. Secondly, focus on profitable skills. So learn skills that people always need. Accounting, real estate, marketing, tech skills, logistics, food business. These are important. Construction, repairs. All right. Thirdly, build multiple streams from your occupation. A barber who trains students makes more than a barber who only cuts hair. You don't teach what you know. A teacher who creates digital lessons earns more than one who only teach. So we need to think on how to build multiple streams from our occupation. Yeah. Fourthly, look for career paths with low glamour, high demand. So the millionaire next door often work in industries nobody talks about, but everyone needs. We've learned that millionaires ensure their adult children are economically self-sufficient, and millionaires spot opportunities by noticing the needs around them. And lastly, they chose occupations that allow them to grow long-term wealth. So the good news is you don't need millions to actually start. You only need awareness, discipline, and the willingness to see what others ignore. So take these lessons seriously. Whether you're a parent, mentor, or even a young adult trying to build independence, if you found this episode valuable, make sure to like this video, drop a comment, let me know what point actually resonated with you, or share your thoughts in the comment section. Do well to share this video and subscribe to Timbel so you become part of our tribe. Before I go, I want to share with you my book, the books I bought and I plan to read for 2026, because after this video, you all know we are entering 2026. And are you prepared for 2026? How prepared are you? Let me show you my list in case you want to join me. So I was able to get my books from Bella Books. Yeah, I love this. Is actually one of the best bookstore in Lagos, Nigeria. All right, I have 12 books here lined up for you and I to learn next year. I'm sure you've seen this book, Profit First. I can't wait to read this one, followed by You Are Badass at Making Money. Oh my god, I'm super excited because I wait to devour each pages of this book. The next is How to Get From Where You Are to Where You Want to Be. The next year is The Simple Path to Wealth. Then I also have here Talk Like Third. So for those of us who want to be a public speaker, yeah, or who is already a public speaker, you can improve on that with this book. Then for those of us who want to build brands, I Am My Brand. I would read this because I'm also interested in building my brand. So this is so I'm so excited because I'll be learning a lot. Are you joining me? Is there any of this book? Have you read any of this book? Let me hear it in the comment section if you've read any of this book I just showed you now. And if no, tell me which of them you want to read or you love to read. If you would like to read all of them, I can actually provide you with a soft copy if you request in the comment section below. The next is The Mountain Is You. Wow, the books are getting more. Then we have the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. I needed something on leadership for next year. The next is Atomic Habits. I'm gonna read this and enjoy it. I also have Surrounded by Idiots. Oh my god. So this will help us understand those who cannot be understood. We'll see the 4 types of human behavior. I can't wait. Then I said, let me catch the fever. I wanted to catch the fever of this new book, Making It Big by Femi Otedola. And guess what? This is the first book I'll be reading for January 2026. I'll be starting my year with this book. Let me see what I can learn from this and prepare myself for the business world in Africa. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sure you've learned a lot. Remember, true wealth is not just what you have, it's how you prepare the next generation to build and sustain it that matters. I'll see you in the next video.